good, everybody, man? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back, boys and girls. We got an early one. We starting this one off on a little cruise. Ain't nobody with me. I'm by myself today. And I really hope everybody is good. Everything's well with everyone. We're talking about the update of this build so far. We're just over 5,000 miles of ownership of this Lexus IS250, and it has been really nice. It's been real good to me, I'm not gonna lie. And we're going to a secluded space to go talk about this elsewhere. I mean, we got us a nice note. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alright guys, we've made it to a secluded spot, relatively, and I am shooting this video for more than one reason. Very first reason, after like the last 3 videos I put up, which was recorded within 1 to 2 days, a couple of those videos in the same day, I was very tired, upset, and I wasn't really feeling it. I did not want to pick up the camera. I didn't really feel like recording for various reasons. My lug nuts didn't come in. I kept getting shipped the wrong lug nuts from Fitment. I had to wait for these for like 2 more days, and I finally get the wheels and the tires come after, and the shops that I was calling didn't want to mount the tires to the shop. And then obviously this definitely, man, bro, you can't really see it from camera. You can't see it from the camera view, but in person, it's way worse, man. And it bugs me because when it comes to cars, man, I'm a perfectionist, and I hate people messing up other people's good work and things that they're diligent on. And that really set me off the wall, man. So for those reasons, man, I did not want to record anything, and you could hear it in all the videos. I sound depressed. I was very emotional, very upset. Sound dull and monotone, man. That junk really pissed me off, you know what I'm saying? And anybody who's been through it can understand. And anybody who, I know everybody in their first accident, bro, they didn't want to talk to nobody at all. So we back at it. I'm here to talk about the mods I've done to this car, and let's get into it. The very first thing I did with this car, I got a cheap little eBay F-Sport grill because the trim piece, the silver part, and the grill itself was terrible. It was in terrible condition. The factory grill was all broken and crusted up, and the trim piece was completely destroyed. It was like half of it was like broken. It was clipped off. It looked like Wolverine. And I was like, man, I gotta get one of those immediately. I tried to plastic dip it black, didn't work. And I was like, you know what, the chrome look isn't that bad. The cheap F-Sport design works with it, so I'm gonna just keep it for now. And after that, we went straight into the exhaust. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you can tell this is not your regular exhaust, you know? First off, there's only one tip, and then that's a 5-inch tip, guys. This is the second exhaust setup, and presumably the last exhaust setup, because I want this car, I'm building this car in stages. This is the stage 2 exhaust for this car. My first setup was resonator delete, muffler deletes, the usual thing, and it sounded amazing. I'm not even gonna lie, it sounded great, but it wasn't loud enough. So I was looking up YouTube videos on unique exhaust for IS250, and they had this guy in Hawaii, and he had a single exit, and another guy had a single exit on his 350, and he was racing like 370s. He was racing Camaro SS's, like the old ones, of course, and he was beating them. And I'm just like, man, this is what I want to do. I want that exhaust for my setup that I'm going for. And I saw it was only like, it was rare to have that setup on this car. So I'm like, man, I want that, because I know nobody around me has that setup, and I know it's going to catch everybody's eye when they see it. So I had secondary cat deletes. I have the resonators and the mufflers deleted. The secondary cats go into a Y pipe, and it goes to a 3-inch single exit out to a 5-inch tip. And obviously this thing sounds crazy. After the exhaust, me and shout out to my homie Max and Justin and his family, we did those. We did coilovers, and those were so hard to do, man. I'm not even gonna lie. They were obviously easier than doing lowering springs, but these coilovers, or Megan Racing coilovers, they weren't that fun to put on. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of things were giving us problems with this car. This car was abandoned and repossessed. So obviously there's a lot of rusted bolts and whatnot that we had to get through, break, and replace. So that was fun. After that, I smoked the tail lights and the reflectors, because obviously I like tinted things. I like my stuff dark. If you can't pick out the theme here, it's clearly going for a murdered look. And I'm trying to get a track build off of this car, because I'm not really into the slammed and the camber and all of that. I'm not even really into stance cars like that. I do like my junk low, and I like it to look thick, you know what I'm saying? And this is the look that I'm going for. After that, we got this carbon fiber duck bill. It's not as big as I would like it to, nor does it cover the holes. Doesn't cover the holes, man. Anybody who has a 2008 to 2006 IS250, please be aware that this does not cover the drilled slotted holes in the trunk. Get the Vlan, or what's that wing called? I don't know. Just don't get this one. Don't get that wing. That wing does not cover the holes. It's gonna look crazy. You need the plugs to fit into any type of hole that you drilled into your trunk for like a spoiler or something, because it doesn't fit and it's gonna look goofy from the far. But honestly, I'm just being a little harsh with the wing. I was very pissed off when I put it on, because it didn't really come out to how I wanted it to be. Obviously, if you look really closely, I had to seal the wing to the trunk to make sure it doesn't fly off, because obviously I like to drive the speed limit. After that, as you can see, the car is gutted. That's inside and out too, guys. You can see all the way through the trunk. Yeah, nothing's in there. And obviously you could tell the difference from a gutted car, and I really liked it. And obviously people don't really care for the look of it. It's like, why would you do that to a Lexus? Why would you do that? That's a luxury car. That's not a race car. That you can't make that a street car. That's a Lexus. You're not treating it how blah 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 blah. Yeah, all right. You gonna pay for it? You gonna sponsor me? Y'all gonna sponsor me? Y'all gonna get my wide body for me? Y'all gonna do my tent for me? Oh. So after that, gutted the car. We got a little K&N filter in there. We're not gonna talk about that because this car isn't tuned. We have the wheels. This is the last thing. The wheel specs, because I haven't set them before, are 9.5 inch wheels in the back, 8.5 in the front, 35 offset all around. The tires are 265 35 by 18 in the back, and 225 40 18 in the front. And I really like them. The fitment in the back is almost perfect. I need to roll the fenders so I can drop it a little more. The fitment in the front is perfect. I just need a small little spacer to get some of that sink fitment out of there. I want it at least as close to the fender as possible. So really that wraps everything up with this car. There's not really much done to it. As far as me having it only for 4 months and getting this much progress with it, it looks amazing. Some of the friends I talked to I'll tell them, oh yeah, I just got this, I just did this. Like, man, that car's really coming along pretty fast. And me, I'm like, whew, man, it really isn't coming fast enough, to be honest. I'm trying to, like, where the turbos at, man? I'm trying to get power. But really, I'm trying to make this a unique build, because there's only like a few other guys who supercharged the 250. Obviously, I'm expecting the supercharged 250 not to last long. That stage probably won't last long. But obviously, I'm going to try and have another car in the fleet when I supercharge it, because I am expecting to blow it up. The last guy I watched supercharge a 250 said he blew it up for whatever reason. He didn't specify, but he said he missed something while assembling the supercharger kit on his car and completely blew the engine. And I'm like, I need to see what he missed so I can avoid that problem. Yeah, like I said, this is just the starter pack stage of the build. This is just volume 1, stage 1 of this build, man. And it looks amazing to me. Yeah, the next stage, man, for this car is going to be amazing. I'm going for bigger wheels, wide body, new 4IS bumper, headlights, tail lights, all of that, tint, banners going to be stickered up and whatever. Not rice though. No, we're not going for the rice look. I'm gonna try and make it as clean as possible. And once I get the new wheels on and I can get the wide body, we're going wide everything. I'm going with the Monster Service wide body. I'm gonna try and get some ESRs to match, and the 4IS bumper. Once the 4IS bumper gets on the car, guys, we are legit and we are going places, man. There's no way this car will not see some type of clout or any type of sponsorships when that gets done. It's like, I'm not allowing it. That being said, man, that concludes the video, and thank you all for watching. Y'all have a good one. Subscribe if you're new, like the video if you enjoyed it. Peace.